Hello, boys and girls. I am Miss Mason from the College Park Library, a part of the Fulton County Library System. Today I'm going to read to you two wonderful books. Ready? Let's get started. The first book I'm going to read to you is called Princess Easy Pleasy by Natasha Sharma and Priya Kurian. Princess Easy Pleasy was with her parents in Hong Kong for their winter vacation. Nothing was as she liked it to be. "I will not drink this. I want the same milk I have at home," protested Princess Easy Pleasy. "Our perfect princess," cooed the king and queen and called for the royal packer. "Take note for our next vacation." So, for their spring vacation to China, along went the cow. "This tastes blah. I want my noodles and vegetables just like I eat them at home," grumbled Princess Easy Pleasy. "Our precious pudding," fussed the king and queen and turned to the royal packer. So for their summer vacation to Singapore, along went the chef. "This feels hard. I want the mattress to be bouncy like the one at home," demanded Princess Easy Pleasy. "Our delicate darling," fretted the king and queen. "A word, royal packer." So for their monsoon vacation to Cambodia, along went the bedding. "This pony cannot prance like the one at home. The dogs are not as naughty. Even the rabbits are not as fluffy," fussed Princess Easy Pleasy. "Our playful pumpkin," worried the king and queen. "Royal packer, list." So for their autumn vacation to Thailand, along went the pets. "He is too tiny. I want the same one I ride at home," complained Princess Easy Pleasy. "Our impossible imp," panicked the king and queen. "Royal packer." So for their winter vacation to Sri Lanka, uh-oh. "Moo! Oh! I'm done. I quit. No more vacations," declared the queen. Princess Easy Pleasy was bored. Nothing was as she liked it to be. She wanted to go on a vacation. "On one condition," said the queen. So, on Princess Easy Pleasy's vacation to Tibet, she dressed like the locals, rode a yak, ate their food, and found that it was actually quite fun. The end. Let's clap because y'all was so wonderful. Now, the next book I'm going to read is called The Fairiest Fairy by Anne Booth. Betty was a fairy who just never got things right. She was always in a muddle, though she tried with all her might. And when she went to fairy school, she did her very best. But fairy wings are tricky when you're putting on a vest. Her pirouettes were wobbly, though most enthusiastic, and no one else's magic wand was tied on with elastic. "What shall we do with Betty?" her fairy teacher cried. "She's such a messy muddle," and she shook her head and sighed. One day Miss Petal clapped her hands. "Now, fairies, listen well. Today's a most important day. It's time for your first spell. The first thing that a fairy learns is lots and lots of fun. Let's scatter all the dewdrops so they sparkle in the sun." "The other fairies get it right," said Betty, feeling sad. "My dewdrops just make puddles since my sprinkling is so bad." Then Betty heard a rabbit cry. He sounded so forlorn. And in his little paw she found a very nasty thorn. She pulled it out and bathed his foot in one of her dew puddles, then dried the little rabbit's tears and gave him lots of cuddles. "Thank you," said the rabbit. "Oh, you are so very kind. Now I can hunt with all my friends and not get left behind." That day at school, the fairies learned another special power. Miss Petal taught them morning spells to wake up every flower. The other fairies waved their hands and each bud opened up, while Betty found a baby bird behind a buttercup. "I'm hiding," said the little bird. "I'm much too scared to fly." But Betty said, "I'm sure you're brave," and showed him how to try. "Oh, thank you," said the bird, and flapped his wings and flew. "You helped me find my courage. Now just see what I can do." Just then the rain came pouring down from dark clouds overhead. "It's time to paint some rainbows now," Miss Petal quickly said. But Betty's flying was so slow she started very late. She had to rush her rainbow and it got in quite a state. Betty felt so glum she crept away into the flowers. But then a little voice said, "I've been stuck in here for hours. My laces are all tangled up. I don't know what to do." "I'll work it out," said Betty. "I'll soon untangle you." "Oh, thank you," said the butterfly. "It's very clear to me that you're the smartest fairy I could ever hope to see." All week the fairies practiced waking flowers, sprinkling dew, and painting pretty rainbows with red and green and blue. But little messy Betty had a broken-hearted cry. "I'm always in a muddle, even though I try and try." Each year the fairy king and queen arranged a fairy ball and chose from all the fairies who's the fairiest of them all. But Betty whispered to her friends, "I can't do anything. I just can't do spells well enough to show the queen and king. I have to scatter dewdrops, but my sprinkling is no good. And I can't wake up the flowers as a fairy really should. My rainbows are too wobbly and all messy at the ends. Oh, please don't worry, Betty. We can help you," said her friends. First, Rabbit had a bright idea. "Now, Betty, hold on tight. We'll scatter all the dewdrops as I skip from left to right." "Bravo, bravo," the king exclaimed. "Well done," agreed the queen. "This is the sparkliest dewdrop dance that we have ever seen." "Oh, thank you, Rabbit," Betty said, "for such a happy dance. Without your lovely leaps and bounds, I didn't have a chance." Then Blackbird said, "To wake the flowers, just listen to my song. I'll teach you how to whistle it. It won't take very long." "Oh, Betty," said the king and queen, "you whistle like a bird. We think your waking up tune is the loveliest we've heard." "Thank you, Blackbird," Betty said. "It's all because of you. You taught me to be brave and how to try out something new. For painting rainbows, Butterfly knew just the thing to do. Match the colors on my wings from red and green to blue." "How beautiful!" the queen exclaimed. "It's lovely," said the king. "Your rainbow's truly wonderful, a really gorgeous thing." Betty blushed and thanked her friend, a bright smile on her face. "Look, every single color's in exactly the right place." The king said, "Fairies, gather round. It's time to give the prize. And when you find out who has won, it might be a surprise." "It's Betty," said the queen. "She is so clever, brave, and kind. She is the fairiest fairy we could ever hope to find." "Oh, thank you," Betty said. "The one who's most surprised is me. I couldn't do a single thing without my friends, you see." "But Betty," said the queen, "you've shown us how to be a friend and prove that helping others is what matters in the end." Then Betty gave a hug to Rabbit, Bird, and Butterfly. And all the other fairies cheered till Betty felt quite shy. And everyone was happy at the Royal Fairy Ball. They all agreed that Betty was the fairiest of them all. The end. Let's clap. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to reading more wonderful stories to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.